There are two letters you never want to receive from the District of Columbia government. The first is the Class 3 Property Status Notice from the Office of Tax and Revenue. The second is BEPS Cycle 2 Warning Letter from the Department of Energy and Environment. Both letters mean same thing. Large fines are coming. And if you own a building over 10,000 square foot or a property that's vacant for renovation or sale, you are squarely in the crosshairs for 2026. Most owners don't see these penalties coming. That's why I call them the silent killer. Let's start with energy. DC's building energy performance standards, known as BEPS, are governed by the Clean Energy DC Omnibus Act and enforced by DOEE. For years, the threshold was simple. Only buildings over 50,000 square feet had to worry. That changed. As of BEPS Cycle 2, which uses 2025 energy data reported in 2026, the threshold dropped. Buildings between 10,000 and 25,000 square feet are now fully covered. This is what DC calls Cycle 2 buildings, and the penalty is not small. DOEE can assess fine of up to $10 per square foot for non-compliance. So on a 12,000 square foot building, that's a potential $120,000 fine. One letter, one missed requirement. Here's what's required. You must benchmark your building annually using the Energy Star Portfolio Manager. You must report your Energy Star score to DOEE by April 1st. That means DC require you, if you miss the deadline, you're already out of compliance. And if your score is below the district median, which for multifamily properties has historically hovered around the mid-60s, you enter a compliance cycle to reduce energy usage by 20% over the compliance period. No report, no plan, no improvement, that's when the fines start. Now, let's talk about property taxes, because this one hits owners emotionally. DC property tax classifications are set by the Office of Tax and Revenue. Here are the numbers. Class 1, occupied residential, about 85 cents per hundred of assessed value. Class 3, vacant property, $5 per $100 of assessed value. That's 588% tax increase. Not a penalty, not a fee. A permanent tax rate until you fix the classification. This is where renovation go wrong. If your building is vacant because you are renovating, you're not automatically protected. A building permit alone is not enough. You must file for the active construction exemption directly with OTR. That means uploading your permits into the OTR portal and receiving confirmation. No filing means no exemption. And if you're selling the property, there is a separate exemption, the actively marketing exemption. But it only applies to residential property and it only lasts for 1 year. After that, Class 3. If your property is classified as Class 3, you have 45 days to appeal. Appeal goes to the Real Property Tax Appeal Commission, or RPTAC. This is a formal process. The winning arguments are narrow. You must prove the property was under active construction or legally habitable and actively marketed. The losing argument is simple. I didn't know. Ignorance is not a defense in DC's tax law. RPTAC will not reduce your tax bill because you missed an email. This is why compliance has to be proactive, not reactive. I've built a tool called the DC Compliance Calendar. It tracks the 3 deadlines that cost owners 6 figures when missed. The BEPS benchmark April 1st, property tax appeal windows, late summer, early fall, business license renewal. If you missed one of this, the city does not negotiate. You can download the calendar below because in DC, compliance is not a paperwork, it's risk management, and the most expensive mistakes are the silent ones.